Hey y'all, so today, yeah, we're just starting. We're with baby Wilson, and we're gonna see if we can film this birth story before he gets sad. But he's so cute and we love him. So he was born, I guess we'll get there, but
nobody comment about how I'm holding him, right?
You're doing fine. So I just have Bobby here because I was kind of out of it during the labor and Bobby was more with it, but I think we were both kind of out of it. So just wanted to share the story because if you watched the birth vlog, we did not do a very good job at updating. Once things got a little bit more serious, kind of just stopped recording because we were very distracted. And
a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. So anyway, pretty much, I guess we'll start with, I went to an appointment on Thursday. I was 38 weeks and they told me that I had high blood pressure and and I was going to get induced. Like, he was very casual about it. He's like, all right, so you have high blood pressure, we'll just induce you on Monday. And I was like, okay. And so me and Bobby were both really shocked about that, but that's okay. We were excited, obviously. His due date was September 7th and he was born on the 1st. So anyway, I went to my appointment and then we just prepared for having him. We were supposed to call at 4 a.m. on the 31st. And then
I got up at 4 to make the call, and then the nurses were like, they have to leave some beds open for like emergency births and all that stuff. So
yeah,
people, so they told us somewhere, you know, around noon, and they said to call back at 9. So then didn't really sleep much that night, didn't really go back to bed.
Yeah, so we
called back
were
at
so
9,
tired already.
and then they said, oh, we're super busy, but we're still hopeful between, you know, sometime around noon. So basically it was just a waiting game until they called us back. And they called me at 11-ish.
Yeah,
sleep.
I was sleeping.
And they said, what time can you be here? And I said, we'll be there by noon. And so we got there at noon.
Got checked in.
Checked in.
Got my COVID test.
Whole process. She had to get her COVID test.
And it took so long. I feel like it was like an hour.
And then it was, yeah.
Well, first they started me on Cervitec, which was just to,
It's okay, baby.
just to soften my cervix, which when I went in, or at my appointment, I was 2 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced. So pretty much I think after he checked me, that's when he was like, okay, we're just going to induce you because there's no reason to keep him in. So anyway, when I got to the hospital, I don't know how far I was, but anyway, they started me on Cervitec at,
What, baby?
I think 1 probably after we got checked in. Maybe 2.
It was just like a little bit of a process.
It took so long.
Questions and...
It felt weird when we went in there because...
You like pre-register, but I feel like that doesn't make a difference.
No, it doesn't. And so, it took a long time. So they started me on Cervitec, nothing happened. And then they did a second dose. My doctor came in and checked me and I was I 4 centimeters? No.
3.5.
3.5 and still 70% effaced. So pretty much he was like, okay, we'll start Pitocin at 9 o'clock. So at 9 p.m. nothing happened. Yeah, right here. Nothing happened like between that time. I feel like it was really boring and we just sat there and we had to wait till 9 o'clock. And
my Irish game came on right when I got there.
yeah, so we had cable, that was good. But we watched a movie. Wait, they started, dude.
But then it has to be, the Cervitec has to be out of her system for, I think, 2 hours before you can start Pitocin. So they did 2 doses of Cervitec.
And I could still eat, which was really good because I was so worried I couldn't eat.
And then I think we got Pitocin. So then we're chilling for a long time.
Yeah.
Then we got Pitocin at like 9. And we started watching Father of the Bride.
Yeah. And then I feel like 30 minutes later I was like, I kind of yeah. And then I kind of felt like some cramping, but nothing crazy. Also, when I was in there, she was like, do you feel this contraction? I was like, no, I don't feel it. I mean, it was like a Braxton Hicks. It wasn't,
the nurse kept coming in and be like, are you feeling contractions?
And I'm like, no. But you could see it like going up on the monitor. I don't know how much it means, like, I don't know, but it was like going up in the hundreds. Or yeah, I was going up in the hundreds, going really high. So I definitely was having contractions, but I wasn't really like feeling it. So anyway, I feel like by 10, I'm trying to think of what we vlogged because we really did not vlog that much. But like by 11, I definitely started to feel more like I was like, I'm a little bit in pain. Yeah. And
that's when we knew it was gonna be a long night.
Yeah. And so then,
okay, baby. Okay, buddy.
what happened after that? I don't know. I just pretty much started progressing, and don't be hungry.
Here, buddy.
And so yeah, at 11 I started to feel a lot of pain, and I was like feeling it. So then I got in the bath, and I feel like after that it's all kind of a blur to me, because I think I was in so much pain I like blacked out kind of. And you kind of feel that way too, like it went like we don't remember the time everything was. It was all a blur.
Yeah, it was a blur, but
yeah. But I got in the bath.
I was looking at my watch because I was wanting it to end.
And we both, like, he has to sleep at night. Like, I think we both don't do, yeah, I know. But, like, some people do okay, but, like, you like to sleep.
But I knew once, like, she started feeling it around 11, I knew it was going to be a rough night. But then, you know, contractions started getting kind of bad.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it was around 2 a.m.
She was tough, but
she
about killed me. She was grabbing me and punching me and scratching me because she's in so much pain.
Oh, okay, no. He might be getting hungry.
Just cry for the camera.
Say hi, everyone. You cutie pie. So I feel like... Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let's get you right.
Just like this.
Let's get you right before... Okay, so pretty much at... like, I think it was 2 a.m. is when we were recording, and I was in the bath, and I was like, okay, this is really, really painful.
You weren't in the bath that late. It was like midnight, probably.
Midnight. I feel like when I don't remember. Anyway, I was like getting a lot of pain, and I was like, okay, I think I want to get the epidural. So pretty much I was like, okay, I think I want to get the epidural. So I asked my nurse, I'm like, when do I need to ask for it? And she was like, oh, this doctor doesn't, because you know sometimes they check you and they're like, okay, you can't get an epidural past like 7 centimeters dilated. I don't really know. But anyway, she pretty much was like, your doctor doesn't say there's like a cutoff, you can get it whenever. So they didn't check me before I got the epidural. So anyway, I asked like, okay, when should I get it? And they're like, okay, we can just put you on the list. So she came, I remember coming back in and being like, okay, you're like the 3rd on the list. And I was like, because it was like gonna be like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. So I was like, oh my gosh. And got out of the bath. I was like hot. After I was in the bath, I honestly don't remember like anything. And so I do remember I was definitely in a lot of pain. I remember like biting my arm one time. I was like, this is so painful.
Then they checked her again. She was at like 4.
Did they check? They didn't check me before the
epidural.
No, they didn't. Not right before.
I'm pretty sure they did.
No, he did that.
It's a blur. But anyways, before we know it, all of a sudden, what?
Well,
we don't need to get.
We're not getting crazy detail. But they gave me the epidural. Well, the lady came in quicker than we thought. And I was like, thank God. I don't know how long I actually waited, but got the epidural, felt great. And then my nurse was like, I'm just going to check you and like see how far you are. Right. This is like right after I get the epidural. And they were like, okay, she's like, okay, you're at like she said you're almost at a 10
and you're fully effaced.
I'm getting the doctor. And I was like, I just got this epidural. I did all the stupid contractions. Well, obviously you were still having them, but once I got the epidural, I didn't feel anything, and I took a nap. And that was the best part of the night because you got to rest.
Like a 40-minute nap, maybe?
Yeah, and I don't remember anything, but they were like, okay, we'll maybe come in and break your water if it doesn't break on its own. And then my water broke on its own. I just was laying there sleeping. I was like, hey, I feel my water broken. And he's so cute. And so anyway, that happened. I don't know any of the timeline, but pretty much she called my doctor and he was like, just let her rest for a little bit and let the baby like work his way down. Oh, he does this thing where he like prays. He puts his hands together and it's the cutest. Oh, and then he does this like he's praising Jesus. It's so cute. Sorry if you can just hear him. But anyway, so pretty much everything escalated pretty quickly. And
smiling.
Oh, bud, he's so cute. So then they let me rest a little bit and then we did practice pushes. And I guess there was like some sort of little sac like of amniotic fluids like still like blocking his head. So my doctor came in and checked and he like broke it really fast and then he swept. He just did. And then he swept my membranes and I don't remember anything, but I think they were just like letting me rest a little bit. And because I'd worn myself out with contractions. like, he said that was the worst part. He was like, pushing was easier than the contractions. Like, I honestly don't remember anything. So anyway, had the epidural, was feeling good, doing practice pushes at some point. This was probably like 3 a.m. we were doing practice pushes or something. I don't remember, but I feel like, I don't even know how. We don't know the time, actually.
We lost time after that.
I feel like between practice pushes and that, because I feel like she got really like, when I was almost at a 10, all of a sudden all these nurses come in and they start like putting all the baby stuff out, and I was like, what is going on? Or when my water broke, that's when they came in and you were napping. I looked at you and I was like, oh, sorry, they're coming in, like flinging things around, pulling the baby stuff in there. Oh, he smiles all the time in his sleep. So anyway, it like happened really fast, and practice pushes, I couldn't feel nothing. Like, I just was like, I don't know. And I remember really trying hard not to poop, but let me tell you, when you're in labor, like, you have to push down there. And I was like, I know I'm gonna poop, so I know I pooped. I just know it. TMI, but that's the truth, because you have to push those muscles down there. So anyway, we did that, and then all of a sudden, like, the epidural felt great, and then it actually was like time to start doing it. And I looked at my nurse and I'm like, I can feel my legs. Like, is this normal? She's like, just keep pressing the button, because you can like self-medicate the epidural.
The doctors aren't allowed to push it.
Yeah.
Nurses aren't.
So she just like
allowed
is
to.
handing it to
Only
me.
her.
Yeah, and so I was feeling my legs. I was like moving them, because at one point I literally could not even like move my legs. Bobby had to like lift it up during practice pushes, and yeah, so I couldn't feel it for a while, and then once it was like his head started coming out, I felt like I could feel my legs. So then when things really started to get serious, I don't know, it's all a blur. So I was like actually pushing, and I could just feel everything. And the doctor came in and he was like rushing to get stuff, and I was like, they were like, okay, stop pushing, stop pushing. I'm like, I can't stop pushing this baby out of me. His head's right there.
I had to yell at Greer to slow down and breathe.
Yeah, he's like, slow down and breathe.
She was
calm down. Like, that's, I just looked at him and said
screaming and wasn't breathing, so we had to help her.
Was
out
I actually
there.
screaming, or was it just like, mm?
You were, I don't know, you look miserable, I'll say that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen me like that?
And I swore I wasn't gonna look, because when I was a kid, when my little sister was born, my dad showed me.
His whole family was in the room
out,
when, like,
it was like
all the kids
traumatizing. So I was like, I'm not gonna look. But then once his head popped out, I had to look. And
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The stuff after, I didn't look, because once he was out.
Oh my gosh. It just
Pay
felt like I
attention
was
to him,
gushing like so much stuff out. It was disgusting.
A lot of information.
Yeah, it was gross. But that's honestly birth, and people need to know. And so, but I just remember trying to push, and they were like, stop. He was like, wait, stop, don't push. I'm like, this baby, this head is just out of me, and I can feel it. And so anyway, pretty much I push him out. He's here at 6:50 a.m. and 7.5 pounds, 20.5 inches. So stinking cute. And
head full of hair.
Head full of hair. Yeah, that was one thing when we were pushing. She was like, I can see his head. There's a lot of hair. And they were like, do you want to look? And he's like, no. They asked me if I wanted to look, and I was like, I think I would not function well.
With a mirror?
Yeah, I think they were like, or do I want to feel or something? I can't remember, but I was like, out of it. So, which I don't think does epidural, no, I don't know, but pretty much I push him out, we're all good, he's happy and healthy. I don't know how long I was pushing for. I wish they wrote down everything for you, but they don't. But anyway, I could feel all the stitches, I could feel all the things, and I was under the impression that with the epidural, you wouldn't be feeling like the ring of fire or like anything like that.
The what?
That's when he's coming out. Apparently it's like a ring of fire, which I think it did feel like that because I felt it. Oh, he's just tooting. He's probably gonna poop. Oh, it's hard. He's probably hungry. So anyway, come to find out, after getting me cleaned up in the bed, the lady, or I remember when I was pushing, my nurse kept handing me the epidural thing. I was like, okay, press, press, press. And I was like, I can't feel it at all. And so then when they were cleaning me up, I guess the epidural wasn't in my back or something. It was all over the bed. So when I was pushing, I didn't have the epidural. And then when I had contractions, like leading up to it, I didn't have the epidural. Girl. Yeah, but I was annoyed they didn't check me before I got the epidural, because I wonder if I would have gotten it. I feel like I would have, because honestly I was so tired, and I was like, I don't think I could have.
I mean, it doesn't
matter. No, I mean, it felt good to have that epidural when I had it.
For a little nap.
Yeah, for a nap and for practice pushes I had the epidural, but for the actual pushing out, apparently it wasn't in my back, because I literally pressed that button so many times. I just remember. Yeah. So anyway, he came out and he's been a very good baby.
Till now.
But he's hungry. He said, Mom, feed me. Let's give you a good look at him. Let's see if he won't cry. But this is little Wilson James, and he's so stinking cute. Oh, you're gonna open your eyes. Look at his hair. He's so cute though. We love him so much. He's been a really, really good baby so far. I mean, he's a baby, so what can you do? But yeah, I'm gonna have, oh,
It's okay, baby.
but I thought that filming a little birth story, hey, I thought filming a little birth story would be a little bit better because the vlog was just like not it. We just didn't record him coming out or anything like that. So anyway, that is the birth story of our little baby boy Wilson that needs to eat. So yeah, and Bobby was traumatized. No?
I'm so traumatized. You wouldn't have done it without me though.
Yeah, I needed him, that's for sure. You were good support, that's for sure. So yeah, he was holding my hand and yeah. But I mean, it would have been nice if this was during the day after he had like slept all night. Then we would, I feel like the experience would have been a little bit more like, I don't know. I feel like we were just so out of it from me being in pain and then just being tired. So anyway, that is our birth story of our little baby. And I'm going to do some Q&A videos of maybe postpartum and then like whatever, pregnancy, anything that y'all want to know. So that is it, and we will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Okay, you can just turn it off.